Hello, hello! Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. If this is your first time joining me, hi, my name is Emmy. I am married and I have 2 children, and I started this channel so that way my family of 4 could get a little bit more accountable for what it is that we are spending. So I create budgeting content where I track our spending, I do digital cash stuffing, and I go through weekly check-ins and sinking funds and all that good stuff. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, please subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. And I would really appreciate you sticking with me so we can get through this debt-free journey together. So, hi. I have been missing out on a lot of things. For those of you who are already subscribed, which by the way is a lot of you, like ever since I've been gone, I have close to 100 subscribers now, which I know some of you guys are like, oh, that's nothing. Like, that's not a lot of subscribers at all. But to me, like, there are about 100 people who are following me and supporting me and being super awesome as I'm going through this debt-free journey, and I just think that's amazing. Thank you everyone who has subscribed. Like, it's just so awesome. I appreciate the encouragement, really. So I have been missing in action, a little MIA, because my family and I went on vacation. We left on April 10th and we came back on April 13th, and then it was the Easter holiday. So I am currently filming today's video on April 19th. So we got a lot of catching up to do. Today I'm just going to be filming videos one right after the other and posting them at different times. But I'm going to get a lot of filming done because even though we were on vacation, budgeting does not take a vacation. Am I right? Am I right? All right, so let's get through some of this stuff. Check out all the spending. Yes, so many colors, so many labels, so much spending. Before I get started, hang on. Let me get to like a blank page. So I got some erasable pens. If you've been with me since the beginning, you know how much I've been looking for a good erasable pen. And I told you that I hated this friction, like the clicker on the side, just because it was too thick for me. And what do you know? Friction makes an erasable pen that it doesn't click, which, I mean, that wasn't really the deal breaker. It was the fact that the pen was so thick, and this one is extra fine. So we're gonna give these a try. Go ahead and open this. Okay. Ooh, I really like that. It feels good, it looks good. We'll have to give this pen a try for show. And then these, I think, are also Friction brand, but they just kind of looked a little bit cuter. So I got these also. So these are a side clicker. It says Friction Pilot. But there's like Japanese on the side, which is kind of interesting. This does look like the same as the other one. Boo, so I may have just gotten duped, because I think this, I thought this said fine tip, but maybe I just got the wrong thing. But it's cute, it's pink, it's nice. We'll see. So we got some new pens to try today. Thank you for indulging me. All right, so first off, we're gonna go through these different expenses. I know some things have already gone through. I made these labels for my monthly view just because I wanted to see a visual of what it is that I'm spending. And so over here, these little check marks, or check boxes rather, I put a check next to the things when they've cleared the American Express card that we use, because we put everything on our American Express card, and then the next day I just pay off all of our expenses. We use our American Express credit card mainly for the cashback rewards. That's really it. We never leave a balance on it, but it does take several days for us to pay the balance on the American Express card. And anyway, so this expense finally came through. Ugh. I remember why I don't like this. Well, anyway, this expense finally went through. This one finally went through. These two went through. This one went through. And I think that's it. All right. Don't like that. Let's give this one a try, huh? Okay. So like I said, my family and I went on vacation and we left on the 10th. So what I decided to do, because vacation's tricky. I thought about having my own separate budget strictly for the vacation. So that way we didn't have to use any of the other sinking funds, or we didn't have to use any of our weekly budget. But really half of the week was spent on vacation. And so our food, our gas, our allowance, all those things, like half of it would not be used because of the vacation time, or because we weren't at home. So what I thought I would do, what made sense the most to me, is like if we were out to eat at a regular place, like we went and got pizza, we went to like a mom and pop place, front porch, those sorts of things, I considered that food. We even went and got a couple groceries so we didn't have to eat out, that we could make sandwiches by the beach and all of that. I considered that food. But at any time we went to like a specialty restaurant, which, let's be real, when we go on vacation, like we just eat, like that's all we do. We just eat. So if we ever went to a specialty restaurant that was like seafood, because we went on vacation to the beach, that's when we used the travel funds. So you can see here I have travel. And then there were certain activities that we did that I used our allowance to do that. So my husband insisted that we get coffee before we make the drive. So that came out of his allowance. And then I insisted after dinner that we get some gelato. And so that came out of my allowance. Anyway, it'll all make sense, hopefully, when I tally everything up. I know for a fact that we were over budget because honestly, this vacation was kind of sprung on me last minute. My husband booked it, I want to say like the beginning of April, and I wasn't expecting it, but I'm so glad we did it. It was my daughter's first time at the beach, my son's second time at the beach, and I mean, vacation is not the same when you vacation with kids. It's definitely not the same, but we just had the best time. It was so nice making those memories with my family. So unbudgeted or not, or over budget or not, you can't replace the memories that we made. So I'm not too upset about it. I just hope we didn't completely break the bank. All right, so let's go through. We're going to do a week 3 check-in, basically, which includes that vacation time. This is going to be April the 8th until April 14th. So it's including some time that we're at home, but mostly covering the vacation time. So let's see how we did. Sorry, friends, I had to adjust the camera because the tripod, I tried starting this video in a different spot and it just wasn't working. So we're back to our usual spot. We'll see how that works. Okay. So first check-in is food. Now I know we overspent. I totally know we overspent. Oh, by the way, there was a commenter, someone who said, in order to not confuse myself like I did in the last weekly check-in, to put down what I have for the entire paycheck as the budgeted amount. So for weeks 3 and 4, this is the total amount budgeted for that whole paycheck. And that way, whatever I have left over, it will just make more sense to me. And I love that idea. If I can remember who it was, I'll make sure to put a screenshot of their comment, or their username rather. Yeah, thank you. Very, very good suggestion. I think it'll make sense, hopefully, anyway. So for the entire paycheck number 2, I have $460 budgeted for food, $200 for my husband, $150 for me, $240 for gas, and I expected to spend $200 in sinking funds, which was the vacation. that's going to come out of our travel fund. So I did not calculate for the fact that because we'd be driving to the beach, that we would probably use a lot more fuel than normal. So this is just the normal 2 weeks worth of fuel that I thought we would use. And then the $200 out of the travel fund, that is mostly for eating out at specialty restaurants, not so much for, you know, transportation, gas, fuel, all that stuff. Okay, enough rambling. Let's check in. Food, $460. Let's see if we did that. We started Friday. My husband got some breakfast for him and my son. And let's see, we did a lot of spending on the 10th. This was our first day on vacation, so we went and had breakfast, we went and had lunch, and we went to a grocery store to get some supplies while we were there at the beach so we wouldn't have to eat out so much, even though we did eat out. Food is our love language, what can I say? So that was a lot. We had to go back to Walmart because we forgot a few things like sunscreen and other necessities. And yeah, that worked. And then finally on this day, my daughter's stroller broke. So we just picked up like a really cheap umbrella stroller. So that way we wouldn't have to carry her everywhere because she is 1 and she is heavy. We went and got some snacks at a gas station on the way home. We went and ate at a cute little mom and pop restaurant. And then I got some groceries when we went home. So that's a lot. $362.97 just on food. But we're within this budget. But that leaves us with not a lot for next week. Okay, so here we go. 3. I can't with this coil. Ugh. This pen is so much better. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Okay, so if I take that from our budgeted amount, $97.03. That is nothing. Oh, this coil. Okay. 97. Check out that terrible handwriting. All right. Ooh, $97 for an entire week. I don't know if we can do that, guys. Especially because I know for a fact we've already spent some. I think that budget is gone. Gone. Okay, but we'll get to that at a different check-in. My husband's allowance, $200. Since we were gone on vacation, he didn't really have the opportunity to spend so much. You know, like he usually would have to pick up lunch or dinner or snacks because he teaches band. And a lot of times he has rehearsals after school or something like that, so he uses his allowance a lot of the times on snacks and food. And since we were on vacation, he did not have to do that. No rehearsals, no gas station snacks. So what did we spend our money on? Let's see. Oh, he made a big Amazon purchase there. And Starbucks. And he made a purchase at Publix. So $114.83. Not bad. Not bad. Oh my goodness. Which means out of his $200 budget, he was left with $85.17. See, it's so messy. Oh, time to test out the eraser. Oh, you guys. I'm so happy. Not with this coil, but with this pen. Okay. I had 150 for 2 weeks. So what did I spend my allowance on? Some lunch, some gelato, and more lunch. Food, and food. 70.18, which is good because that means I stayed within my budget. I get 75 a week, so I was under budget. Yay, me. Which means I have 79.82 left for next week. Gas, which I know we probably overspent because of all the driving we had to do. So let's see, we filled up here, got some gas here, some gas here, and some more gas here. The reason why we had to fill up like 2 separate times is because on this day we dropped off my kids at my in-laws, and they stayed at my in-laws house until Saturday, which is when we picked them up, and then we spent the day there for Easter. So they live about 2 hours away from our house, and so on the way back from the beach we stopped at their house. Then we had to drive 2 hours back home, driving another 2 hours to go get them. It was just a lot of fuel used, and I should have calculated that in the budget, but I didn't. So anyway, hey, but we're still under, I think, and I still have plenty of gas in my car because we used my husband's car for all that traveling. So I think if my husband fills up only one more time, which I think is all we have left anyway, or yeah, 43, excuse me, 43.82, we can make that work for another week. All right, and I expected to use 200 in sinking funds for travel. Oh, but we used more because we used some for our car maintenance. I forgot. My husband wanted to get the oil changed. He had to get an air filter changed. He wanted to get new windshield wipers. Just get everything ready for when we went on vacation. So we did spend from our car maintenance sinking fund, which is fine. We have plenty in there. So that we had to pick up some medication, which is fine. And here was the travel. I expected to spend $200 out of travel, and this is all we spent, which is under the $200. So that is fine. Which means in total, we actually spent $328.45 in sinking funds. And I never write how much is remaining because it all just comes out of different sinking fund envelopes. There isn't anything remaining. It's just for my my knowledge, just so I know. And unbudgeted is in the dark gray. The only thing that was unbudgeted is I was charged some Etsy fees, which I opened up my Etsy shop, but I haven't like officially opened anything yet. I'm still like trying to get some items ready and then take photos and post them and all that stuff. But while I'm in the process of all of this, Etsy went ahead and charged me some fees, even though I'm not fully open yet. So I wasn't expecting that, but there it is. I'm gonna have to start a sinking fund or an envelope or something for my Etsy shop when I do open, because I know supplies and things like that are going to be expensive. But I didn't expect Etsy to take out the fees already, so that was unbudgeted there. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Now I can go ahead and put, sorry guys, this is just killing me. So I'm gonna go like this. Okay. We have food. I'm not gonna lie, It's still, like, the flow of the pen I'm not really a fan of. Like, I don't know, maybe it's like the ink that these erasable pens have. They don't really mesh well with my handwriting so much. I don't know. But it's not terrible. You can kind of see how, because of my handwriting and the flow of the ink, it just makes it look a little bit thicker. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just being picky. How you guys been? Like, I know I've been missing in action for like a week, over a week. Did you guys have a good Easter? Did you guys have a good week? Hope your jobs have been good, your family's been good, all that stuff. Okay, so I'm basically going to write whatever is remaining here in the budgeted amount so I know what's left for week 4. So we spent so much on food, mostly on vacation. So that leaves us with only $97.03 for this week. My husband only has $85.17 left. I have $79.82 left. There's $43.82 left in gas. Sinking funds for week 4. I don't think we're gonna spend anything in sinking funds. Already got our medicine. Oh, you know what? We are gonna use some sinking funds. We're gonna use some for entertainment. There is a fundraiser happening, a bingo fundraiser at my husband's school. You play bingo and, you know, whatever the proceeds go towards his band, and 2 tickets for me and my husband. That's going to come out of our entertainment sinking fund to play bingo and hopefully win some money and donate it to his school. And then I never budget anything for Unbudgeted. So yeah, that's what's left. I hope we can stick within our budget. Probably not. Like, we're gonna see probably a lot of red this time. But why am I not freaking out? Because why? Why freak out? Okay, so that is my check-in for week 3. We are basically halfway through week 4, so I'll be coming at you pretty soon with my paycheck to close out, where we can go through all the details and hopefully stay within our budget. Thanks again for watching another video. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and please subscribe. We would love to have you as part of our community. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.